literally right now, when I started this video, I was about to say, I got a meeting starting in a few minutes. Right as I started this video, my manager messages us and says, hey guys, I got to leave for the day. I'm going to the ER. I'll reschedule our meeting for like Monday. Bro. That's crazy. But the reason that I'm standing here with this in my hand, you know what this is? This is what I've been looking for. This is the remote to my desk treadmill for my walking pad, the one I was looking for the other day when I was ready to get on the pad, and then I couldn't because I couldn't find the remote anywhere. When in doubt, ask your wife. She's going to know where it is. I mentioned it and she's like, oh, it's in the drawer above the shoe cabinet. I put it in there. You were standing right there. I told you why I was putting it in there. What? What are you talking about? I don't remember any of that conversation at all. I was right there. I got the remote. I'm going to walk. The meeting's canceled. It's whatever. I'm going to turn this thing on and walk. Because I have missed like 2 or 1.5 or so workouts at this point. So I need to walk. But I'm gonna go, what am I going to do? I'm going to get my vest. I'm going to get my sweat vest. I think it's in the back of my car. I'm going to go grab that and I'm going to put that on. And then I'll walk. That'll help me sweat a little bit more, which in turn will make me think I'm burning, more calories, make me lose a little more weight, whatever. I'm going to do what I got to do. I got trips coming up. They may not be soon, but I got trips coming up. I got to get ready for them, and I need a lot of time, so I got to get started on this walking pad.
Pancakes and coffee, sir. Cigar and coffee? Yes, basically a coffee I can sit here and drink without thinking about.
I don't actually know if this still fits. All right. Lift my desk up a little bit more. I think I'm good. Let's get it. I don't need it to be too fast because I am at the desk. I am working, trying to multitask a little bit. So, but we'll get a little sweat in, burn a few calories. Watching my boy Harley while I make my lunch. I grabbed a brand new bag of mini chocolate chips and it had a hole in the corner of it. And this bag has been in this tightly sealed container for I don't know how long. And now I feel like some critter is in there living, feasting on those, and now I can't eat them and I gotta throw them away. Like, I'm so confused, bruh. How could this happen? And why would it happen to me? Protein pancake, sugar-free syrup. We just get great value. Obviously, we've been using it up. We got a whole new one, so I'm all set. Got enough of what I need. I think when I was on Weight Watchers, I could have a couple tablespoons of this before it started to like count as points. But yeah, this stuff is clutch. So like obviously, stuff with sugar tastes better, but all that sugar ain't it, man. I got goals. I'm trying to do stuff. I actually just got invited to Hawaii again. So this is 2 times now that I've been invited to Hawaii in like the last week. And my cousin just got engaged. I have to lock in. I got to lose some weight. Right now, I'm just focusing on like 20 pounds at a time. But that first 20 pounds, I got to knock out and be ready right before this first Hawaii invitation that I got. So I got to figure out flights and stuff too. I feel like I'm going. It's not official. It's not official, but I'm operating like it's official. I want to go. I got to go. I need that. I'm trying to explore and see places. But yeah, I've been yapping a lot. Half of my lunch break is through. I'm going to sit down and eat this. I got some water. And hopefully this is enough to hold me over. It probably won't be. But I got a banana. I might have a banana later if this pancake, if it leaves me hungry afterwards. So we'll see.
Featured an aluminum alloy telescopic panel that sleek black design because it ran along effortlessly. Allow me to.
So real quick, I'm sitting here at my desk, finishing up my banana, and I remembered something that Cam Brown asked me to do. And since I've been talking about, my travels and things like that. Hold on, I just dropped something sharp on the floor. Okay, anyhow, Cam Brown asked me about this the other day when I was showing my pins. I got a few pins in Las Vegas. One of them I normally wouldn't put on here, and I probably will take it off soon, but I'm not a super like well-traveled person. I'm trying to get out and see newer places. But I have kind of gotten into the habit of collecting pins. And now there are some pins that are unfortunately gone with the wind into the wilderness. I don't know what happened to them. They came off my backpack, never to be seen or heard from again. The very first pin I got was from Portland. I got it, I think, either in 2015 or 16. Somewhere around that time, but it went missing. I feel like it probably popped off my bag when I was taking it out of the overhead bin, and that pin is gone. And there's also a pin from Austin, Texas. That's it looks like Longhorns. That one's gone too. So because I was losing a lot of my pins, I decided that I need just to like display them in my office and call it a day. So they hang up in my office next to this window that I sit in front of, on this little banner thing that I got on Amazon. So let's take a walk through each pin and where it's from. So a few of these pins are obviously not from my travels. These three guys at the top are not from any travels. I got these in a specific set that I had bought, just of New Orleans Pelicans pins. That's my local basketball team, my favorite team when they're not being total D-bags and being a terrible team. So let's look at what we got. So my Seattle pin is a lot like my Portland pin. They're the same color. It was the same little like greenish blue situation, whatever. That, man, I'm gonna be upset about that Portland pin for the rest of my days, because Portland's like my favorite city, and I can't believe I lost the pin. So I got that from Seattle. I believe in 2017 is when I went to Seattle. I got married in Oregon in 2017. And we went and spent a day in Seattle that week that we were in town. So that's where the Seattle pin is from. This one now, this is from Ireland. I've never been to Ireland, but my wife got me this pin. And for a long time, I was just putting pins on here for places that I had been, because that makes sense, right? But she bought me this pin and I couldn't not display it, right? So my little sheep from Ireland is on here too. This guy, this is from Cleveland, Ohio, I believe. We went to Ohio a few years ago, probably in 2018. We flew into Cleveland, but we went to Sandusky, Ohio to go to, what do you call that place? Man, it's a theme park. Cedar Point. Cedar Point, they have the tallest, fastest roller coasters like ever. It's a really good place if you like roller coasters. So that's where this little guy comes from, Ohio. This says I crossed the Golden Gate Bridge. You can probably guess that is from my time in San Francisco. I went a couple times in 2019 and no, it's 2019. I think I went twice in 2019. And I think this is from September specifically. So that's where I got that guy from. California Republic. I went to Anaheim a few years back. That's where this little guy is from. I'm excited to get to California again someday, because it's been a really long time since I've been. I think it's been 6 or so years. Yeah, I had a lot of travels going on in like 2019 and stuff like that. So yeah, I think this is from around 2019. This Motown record one is really cool. This is from Detroit. I've been in Detroit a couple of times. I've got a friend who is from the Lansing area. And one time I went to visit him and we drove into Detroit. It was about an hour away. And so I made sure I got myself a little pin. This guy I think is really cool with like the scenic views that they give you in here. This is from when I went to Denver. We spent a couple days in Denver in late 2020, I think October 2020. So, you know, still masking and all types of stuff, but we were able to travel. So I was happy to be able to go out there and kind of just hang out for a little while. Gateway Arch. Went there, rode the little elevator to the top. If you didn't know, yes, you can go all the way to the top of the arch in St. Louis. It's kind of crazy. The elevator is really small, kind of scary, but really like that pin, so I went ahead and copped that. This is from when I went to see the New Orleans Pelicans play against the Dallas Mavericks. I went to a Friday game and a Sunday game, I believe, or maybe it was a Saturday and a Monday, something like that. But, you know, it was Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. And this was a giveaway. So I was like, yeah, I'm getting that. And so now it's just on display on here. I Heart Chicago, another pin from 2019. I had gone out there in October to go see The Pelicans. A lot of my travels are inspired by just going to see basketball games in different arenas because that's like a bucket list thing for me. I want to be able to see an arena in every city that has a team. So that's how I ended up in Chicago, and I got my I Heart Chicago pin. This is from one of the times I went to Disney World with my wife's family. I've been with them twice. And I think that's probably all. We're probably not going to be doing too many more Disney family trips. They like to go to Dollywood now. So I'm glad that I was able to get my little rainbow Mickey when I had the chance. Now, over here, all the Las Vegas situation. So this one I just bought in Las Vegas on one of my earlier visits. These two are from this year. I got this at the Aces game. When it's your first game or it's your birthday or some sort of special occasion, they give you pins. The girl wrote my name on it. I think her handwriting is exquisite. My handwriting looks like trash, so I really liked hers. And I was wearing this in the picture when Asia Wilson signed my shoes, so that was awesome. And the last pin, this is the Backstreet Boys Millennium Tour, 25th anniversary sphere pin. I love that it has the Backstreet Boys logo on there and it has the sphere up there. It just looks really, really cool. I didn't know that they were selling this, and I was in line waiting with my friends, and I wasn't really going to get anything. But at the last minute, I decided to get some socks. And when I asked the girl for the socks, I looked down and there was like a little showcase and this pin was in there, and I had to have it. This is probably one of my favorite pins now. That's the pins. I just had to film that really quick for Cam and for whoever else that might have wanted to see it when I had posted about my pins. And I know on the community page, I'm not able to post videos because on YouTube, you're supposed to just post the videos as normal videos. So there was no way for me to like really give a breakdown of what was what with a picture. So obviously I had to go ahead and put a whole video in to show what's up with the pins. So I hope that was informative. I hope that if you guys have pins, you show your pins. Cam, I do want to see whatever pins you got. And I hope to, keep being able to collect these in every place I go, because it would be really unfortunate to visit somewhere and not be able to find a pin. But also it would be unfortunate to get a pin and continue to like lose pins. So they're going to stay in a safe place from now on. But yeah, that's all I got on the pins. All right. Work day is over. I just placed an order on Chipotle's app so I can grab some dinner for myself. My wife came home for a few minutes so she can get ready to go to her plans for the night. And I'm gonna have a pretty early dinner because normally I wouldn't be eating at like 6 p.m. but I really am hungry after that little pancake and stuff. But I mean, Chipotle is really my go-to, man. Especially when I'm like eating a little bit healthier, like rice and chicken and veggies. It didn't steer me wrong before. I lost a bunch of weight before eating Chipotle. Now I was in a crazy calorie deficit because I was getting like 3, 4, 5 hours of cardio like 2 or 3 times a week. Obviously I'm not doing that anymore, but yeah, Chipotle just never steered me wrong. I'm gonna go get some. I didn't get any like queso or anything like that this time, but I got my bowl, got a little guac on top, so it's gonna be nice. As soon as I get out here, I can tell it's about to rain again. This will be like the 3rd time today that it's rained. Now, I ain't scared of a little rain, but I definitely am not trying to get poured on once I have my food. Like, you got your food in this big brown bag, and the bag is like soaking wet. That is what I'm not looking forward to.
So vehicle blocking left center. And I couldn't be happier with the value.
I think I mentioned this before, but I get a burrito bowl with brown rice, chicken. If they have some sort of special chicken, I usually get that. Like the chicken al pastor was really good. But right now it's the Chipotle honey chicken, so that's what I get. I do no beans. I just am not really like a bean fan unless it's like barbecue, like baked beans sort of situation. But I just don't do like Mexican like beans and burritos and stuff like that. I don't really like that. So yeah, burrito bowl, brown rice, some sort of chicken, no beans. I do medium salsas, mild, so just like nothing to it at all. I do corn, and the corn comes with onions in it. It comes with red onions. And then I do guac, And I do the fajita veggies. I get them just so I can have more vegetables, but I don't like the way they cut them or cook them necessarily. Like they either need to be cut thinner or they need to be cooked down like much longer for me to like it the way that I like normally cook it. For me to have it the way I normally cook it. So that's what I get in my bowl. I got my guac smeared all over. I'm about to tear this up while I watch this movie. And this is probably going to be the end of the vlog because I ain't really got nothing else going on tonight. So I'll check back in with you tomorrow. I think I'm going to go find some stuff to do. So I'll check in with you then. All right, so turns out I lied. I realized something's missing from my day. And it's dessert. I need some dessert. And since we're trying to be a little bit healthier, what I'm gonna do is get some like Greek frozen yogurt. Greek frozen yogurt desserts. Yasso makes some really good stuff. So I'm gonna grab some of that. And hopefully hopefully I stay under control and I don't try to eat all of that, right away just because it's in the house. But I'm gonna get maybe 3 or 4 and that'll be my dessert for tonight or whatever other night I want to have stuff. But yeah, I just didn't realize that I hadn't had anything in like a few days, which is unlike me. Also, Ben & Jerry's has a plant-based ice cream, which I do like a lot. To say that it's like, not the healthy stuff, or maybe not plant-based, but like it's just non-dairy. But you're good. Those are good. And I mean, this seems kind of ran through at this point, but yeah. So this is what I'm looking for. The Yassos. These guys, they have a cherry flavor. I don't really care for that, but I do want the fudge one. So I'll get 2 fudge ones and maybe a vanilla. So those are like crunch on the outside, and that might be it for now. I mean, they're kind of expensive to be honest, but oh, they have other stuff that I haven't actually gotten before from Yasso, like these guys. I might get some of these. Poppables, fudge, naturally flavored creamy Greek yogurt dipped in crunchy. Yeah, I want some of that. So that's enough. I mean, I've only been in here for like 45 seconds, but that's probably enough. And I'll just go back home and finish my movie. Because I was watching Sinners, and we all know how I feel about Sinners.